Alright, well, people have been asking how I edit, Pokemon Adventures in Johto, so I'm going to kind of tell you a little how I do that. First, you need to get sprites, and, yeah, the Spriters resource is probably the best place to get it that I know of. And, if they don't have it, Google it. Don't Google image it, just, you know, normal Google. And, yeah. So open chapter 1. No, you know what? Since chapter 4 is not out, I'll give you a preview of chapter 4. It's done, it's just not up. Alright, so here we have the XCF GIMP file. If you're using Photoshop, it'll be PSD. And it'll pretty much, yeah. So, first, I script it with Mad Dog and Ferret. And depending on the script, I open the maps and place them according to where they are in the script. So that's the first thing I do. And then I put the sprites in. Then I do all the text, and then I do the speech bubbles. Then I move the text and resize it, and I center it too, yeah. And also emotes. And I have the emotes and the text at 75% opacity. It says 74.9, but I put it at 75. It just goes to that for some reason. The emote says it's 100, but if you look, you can definitely see through it. It's because I merged the layers, and when I merge them, see this one? It's not transparent. That's why. No one will notice that. Oh, well, they will now, but whatever. Anyway, that is basically how I do it. But you'll notice something like this, where Professor Elm is cut off. Basically, you just erase it. But when you're doing sprite comics, you always want to use hard edge. You don't want to use a soft edge when working with sprites. And when you like are resizing something, you always want to resize it by increments of you always want to either multiply it by 2 or 4, or you don't want to put half numbers or some no, wait, no, you only want to multiply it by 2, I think. Yeah, because I'll show you. So we can close this. I didn't really change anything, and I don't really need to. And we will open characters. Let's do black. Oh, edit with GIMP. Alright, so this is not his actual sprite size. What I did, I've done this for all the sprites. I resized them. It used to be, whoops. It used to be half of this. So, and when you resize it, I'm gonna find an unresized one. I don't want to mess with that. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. So when you find a sprite sheet on the internets, it will look basically like that. It will have yours might not have transparency. It might just all be color. It might not have this checkerboard. It's just transparent. Um, and yeah, what you do is, usually you're probably not even going to use the running sprites, and if you do, you don't need to put them in your base sprite files, because it's just going to make it a lot bigger, and like not the file size, just the dimensions, and it's just a lot more on screen at once to deal with, so you're going to need the ones that are just facing directions and walking. And then you go to image, fit canvas to selection, because you selected that. Then right click the layer, go to layer to image size. That'll get rid of all the other crap. And then to get rid of the edges, click layer, auto crop layer, image, or fit canvas to layers now. Then it'll be all nice and clean. Then what you want to do is get color select tool, so it selects all of that one color, and they should always pick a color that is not in the sprite, so you can just delete that. Press Ctrl X or delete, and it'll get rid of that. And make sure you have a alpha channel. If it doesn't, you just right click background layer and click add alpha channel down here. So if it already has one, it'll be grayed out. And what I always do is, it's probably indexed, and see, it is indexed, so always check that. If it's indexed, click layer, mode, RGB. That may, see it's indexed again, and say I want to add like a really light green, and I color it, that is not light green. It's because they have indexed, means it has a set amount of colors and like a palette, and if that color is not in there, it'll go to the closest color in that palette to what you chose. But now, so when it's RGB, you can use any color. And it has blurred edges, I guess. Okay, but still, that was really zoomed in. This is normal, and that's not as big as the other sprite. To make it bigger, instead of resizing every time you open it, you you could go to image, scale image, and then multiply that by 2, and now I'm being bad at math. Alright, that's I don't even remember what the freaking, oh, it's up there. 128, that would be 156, I think. I'm just making sure, because I don't want to fuck it up. Alright, times 2 is, yeah, why did I say 1? I meant to. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, scale. And see, now it's all blurry, because you do not want blurry sprites. I mean, and it won't look that blurry when it's all the way zoomed out, but it still looks blurry, and that's not what sprite comics look like. So when you do it, you scale image, see where it says cubic, you set it to none, then 256. Now it's all normal, it just looks bigger. And then if you do that, but you don't multiply by 2, say canvas size, not canvas size, image, scale image, and you just let's bring it up to 160. See how it distorts the edges, and yeah, it just doesn't look very pretty. So I do that with my maps. I multiply, I basically just double their size with all the maps, all the sprites beforehand, so I don't have to resize them in each project file. So that's basically how I do that. Border. This is probably the first thing I made to make this. I just decided that we were going to do them a 2 by 6 strip. So, like, yeah, hold on. I don't know why GIMP's being a bitch. Alright. Can't wait till one windowed. That'll be awesome. Anyway, so I basically just decided how big I wanted one panel to be. So in a blank canvas, it wasn't even this size. It was probably just a really big one that was more landscape than portrait or whatever. But I basically drew a rectangle basically like that, just a good size for a panel, like one single panel. And then, you know what, I'm going to delete that. Alright, so I drew a box, and then I just colored it in. Doesn't matter what color right now. And then I just layered it. So auto crop layer. Then this is the alignment tool that just aligns things, obviously. So they're easier to manage, I guess. Then you decide how much space you want in between it. I think I went with like, I don't remember, like 7? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I'd say 5, 7 pixels. So get them right on top of each other, right beside each other, not on top. Right. So that's right beside the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what that looks like at 100%. Maybe one more. 6. That's good. One more. Alright. Then merge them down so it's like one, like both of the squares are one layer. Then do the same thing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For some reason it's not letting me drag my layers. Doesn't matter, but I like to be able to organize shit. Okay. Last one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, see how it's see how you can see this line? That means it's poking out of the bottom. So what you need to do is image, canvas size, make it bigger. And there. Now what you do is make it 7 down from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the same down here. So this might be a bit harder because you don't have an edge. But there's always an easier solution to everything than that. And then you line it up with the edge of that. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 6. Oh, crap. Alright, that didn't work. Well, like what I did. I mean, this is still gonna work. Alright. 1, 2, 3,